Hello? Hello? Hold on. Hold on. I think we're back. I have no idea what happened. I don't know why it got cut off like that. My god, nothing is going my way today. But it's fine. It's fine. I'll live with it. This is a first world problem. Anyway. So, it got cut off just then, but Paimon just asked Neuvillette, like, why he as the Hydro Dragon, Paimon asked Neuvillette why he as the Hydro Dragon is trying, has taken on, such a huge role in human society, I guess. So let's hear his answer. And he's not giving us one.
Sorry, Paimon was just curious. You don't have to answer.
No, he must. I must. No.
There's nothing to hide. I was simply organizing my thoughts.
Oh. Okay, so...
I accepted this position because I wanted to seek out answers to questions that have perplexed me.
Okay, like?
Questions? Are there really things you can't figure out?
Many, in fact. But the one question that puzzles me the most concerns my own existence.
Oh. Okay.
In essence, I neither know why I was born in this form, nor do I understand where my long life should take me.
Okay, so I'll be honest, I haven't finished in Kenomiya at all. I barely started, actually. But from what I know, in Kenomiya, it was kind of like revealed that this sovereign dragons, like, they were, at least like the big 7 dragons, I guess, the ones whose powers are supposedly in all of the Archon's Gnosis. Anyway, they would reincarnate, I guess, kind of. I'm not sure if I have this correctly, if I'm remembering right. But so basically they can reincarnate, but if they were ever like impure, I guess, then they would reincarnate as a human. So that's why, like, a popular fan theory for this is that Kokomi is the Hydro Dragon. Like, she's just the Hydro Dragon reincarnated as a human because, like, they did something that made them impure. But no, I guess it's canon that that's what happened to Neuvillette. So I guess he just doesn't know why he was reborn as a human this time and not a dragon, maybe?
I lost many memories from the moment I was born.
Oh.
The primordial sea, for example. I can only vaguely recall its connection to me, but I am unaware of what that connection is exactly.
Hello, Raider Force. A bunch of stuff has happened. This stream and the stream before this is scuffed. I hope that's okay. Okay, so back to this. Since we've already seen the 4.2 trailer, if Neuvillette does have a connection to the Primordial Sea, does that mean that maybe Furina or like the previous Hydro Archon potentially put him in this position just because they know that if anything went wrong with the prophecy, he could at least help? Or like, they purposely made him Eodex, made him in charge of Fontaine so that he'd have a connection to the country, so that he wouldn't let them drown if he could do anything about it?
Perhaps the elemental dragons of other nations may have some form of an answer.
Ah.
However, they are scattered across all of Teyvat. Abruptly visiting could very well pose an unpredictable risk.
Well, we know there's one in Sumeru, but yeah, I'm not I'm very unclear of what their relationship with each other is like. So yeah, maybe visiting a pep out of the blue could just make him mad. So maybe
True.
don't.
Some of them have very unique personalities, too.
Oh, does he know that we met one
I
of
have
the
been
other
holding
dragons?
on to these unanswered questions for a long time.
Hmm.
But there is one thing I've discovered along the way. My emotions easily resonate with those of others. Even I don't have the slightest idea what they mean.
Oh, so you're like an empath or something? Huh. Well, that could also explain why he cries so easily. Maybe he's just feeling the sadness of others and is reflecting it in the clouds or something. Like when Navia went into his office and like basically yelled at him. Neuvillette wasn't the one physically crying, it was Navia, so maybe he just reflected her feelings at the time and made it rain.
My guess would be that there are at least some similarities between humans and myself.
Hmm.
By observing their behavior, perhaps I could one day understand the meaning of my existence.
Okay, that's a fair
Have you
assumption,
made any
I
progress
guess.
then?
I mean, it's been 500 years. You must have had some progress.
Perhaps, but I find such progress difficult to describe.
Huh.
As an outsider, chances to engage in meaningful interactions with others are few and far between.
Okay.
That's why I'm quite thankful for this chat. Such opportunities are rare. Alas, time is limited. We should move on with our investigation.
Oh, you're playing Elden Ring? Okay, I hope you have fun, Red Air Force. Right. Back to the investigation. We still need to find out who's been sending death threats to Kiara.
Are we gonna continue reading these documents? Paimon's getting dizzy already.
I thought you liked reading now, Paimon.
I wasn't able to find any leads even after browsing through most of the documents. But while we were on the topic of water a moment ago, another idea came to me.
Are you just gonna drown these people?
Water? Do you mean...
Oh, the fountain?
That's right.
What does that have to do
The
with
Fountain
anything?
of Lucine is where all of Fontaine's waters converge.
It is?
It is the vessel of countless memories and emotions.
I mean, we did find the one ocean there. So, okay, yeah, I guess it makes sense that all of the waters would converge there. So basically everyone who turned into water would get there and combine into one oceanate. Okay, makes sense.
If
Never
there
mind.
really were an organization attempting to use Melusines against me, they should also hold an intense resentment towards me.
I've never played Elden Ring, so I don't really know what it's like. But also, don't spoil anything for me, because like I want to be able to play it someday. I don't have the game yet, so like someday when I do have the game, I will try to play it first time. Don't spoil anything, please. Okay, so I guess your favoritism, Neuvillette's favoritism of the Melusines is obvious for them to be able to be like targeted like this.
Perhaps we'll be able to find some new leads by sensing the hydro element within the fountain.
So you're hoping that the perpetrator's dirty toilet water got there? Isn't the fountain too? Wait, Neuvillette, I don't get it.
Huh. Why didn't Paimon think of that? Come on, let's go take a look!
I'm still not sure what the
Perhaps
plan
we
is
should
exactly.
go. There
Neuvillette.
shouldn't be too many people near the Fountain of Lucine during the evening.
Well, I guess we're gonna check out the dirty toilet water? I don't know. Why the fountain, though? Maybe it's a special hydro dragon thing? Yeah, so... Elden Ring lore, I have nothing.
Neuvillette.
Nope. I don't know anything about. So... Why did you... Should I talk to you? Are you okay? Yeah, I don't know anything about the lore. I don't know anything about the gameplay. I'm trying to like keep myself spoiler free from that. But knowing that you don't like to play it, I'm guessing it's really, really hard. I'm not a really good gamer at all. As you probably know from me playing Little Nightmares. But I don't give up, so that's a thing. Maybe I'll play it on stream someday, maybe, if I ever do get the game. But it's not gonna be anytime soon. Should I be talking to you?
Are they headed towards the Fountain of Lucine?
Oh. Okay. So, are you some kind of spy or something? You're a pretty bad spy for me to be able to hear you. Are you also?
I probably shouldn't disturb them. I wonder what's going on.
Okay, so... I guess people are just paying attention just because NEUVILLETTE is kind of important.
Looks like we got lucky today.
He's kind of famous.
There's hardly anyone around.
What should we do next?
Yeah, do your magic hydro dragon thingy.
Traveler, can you still hear the voices from the fountain?
Not right now, but you know, I could drink some more primordial seawater.
Perhaps leave the investigation to me.
Oh.
I need you to take a few steps back and keep a safe distance.
Okay.
A safe distance? Neuvillette, what exactly are you...
Paimon, step back or you'll get wet. Oh.
Oh, it's glowing!
Oh, that's really pretty actually. Oh, never mind. It's blinding now. Hello? Oh. Are we gonna see another Oceanid? Hello? Oh. Oh my god, what? Everything's like everything's got a sepia filter on it now. I don't know what this filter is called, but it's all washed out. Paimon? Neuvillette? You just left me here, hello? No, I never noticed they have these winged lion thingies. Are these lions? The tail looks weird. Four hours on the second boss. So, do I want to humiliate myself and try to stream it? Maybe I will someday, if I ever get the game. I don't know, hearing you say that it's hard makes me more curious about it. Neuvillette. Oh. Oh, is this the past? I guess it is. Or is this a different place? I can't check the map. Because things do look different. There aren't as many buildings around, so if this is the past, I guess that makes sense. Maybe this is around the time Fontaine was first starting up? Is this right after the Archon War and stuff? Neuvillette. Carol. I think she's the Melusine who died.
Thank you for bringing us here, Monsieur Neuvillette. The court of Fontaine is truly incredible. There's so many things I've never seen or heard before.
I understand your excitement, but there's no need to thank me. Although I have responded to your wishes, it was not without personal interest. Melusine's special sight make them especially suited for joining the Marechaussee Phantom.
Marechaussee Phantom, that's how you pronounce it.
Part of Fontaine's detective force.
Huh. Okay. Right, they say that Melusines have a special way of seeing things that make them, like, really good. It's like they can see blood and stuff very easily, so that makes them good detectives. Okay.
I know.
So this
But
is
I'm
like
really glad to be
500
of
years
help.
ago, I guess.
Not only can I repay you for your kindness, but also, it feels like my life has become a lot more meaningful.
I wonder what the Melusines were doing before Neuvillette brought them to Fontaine. Like, were they just hanging around doing nothing, and that's why they were willing to come with Neuvillette, just because they had nothing else to do? Yeah, I never played a Souls game before, and I don't think I can play one anytime soon because, you know, I don't have hours to spare. Like, even now, when I stream, I constantly get interrupted. I get summoned. Even now, I'm not sure if I can, like, get to Wriothesley's story quests, but I want to, hopefully, if I don't get interrupted again. Okay, maybe I'll finish up Neuvillette story quest definitely for this time. Tomorrow, I definitely want to go do another Star Rail companion mission, and then the day after, I'll do another. I'll maybe do Wriothesley's story quest because like I want to be able to get through as many like character story stuff before the next patch comes, before 4.2 starts and before 1.5 starts.
But a meaningful life also comes with its risks.
I guess in Souls games are like one of those games where they purposely make it hard for you to like keep playing it, but also it's like for people who don't get discouraged easily. So I don't think someone who rage quits after like 30 minutes of playing would like that, huh? Thankfully, I'm not the kind of person who rage quits anything. I rage quit life all the time, but not games. I have a surprising amount of patience for games and for people. For life, not that much.
It's definitely the safest to just stay in the village, but I want to see the outside world nonetheless. In truth, I've never really understood the purpose of my existence, or what I'm capable of contributing to this world.
Huh. Okay, so the Melazines were like just isolated then? Jujutsu Kaisen, I'm very much caught up with the manga, so I usually wait for the season to end before I before I watch it, so I could just binge watch it all at once. But I know what happened in last episode. I know that Megumi finally got to see his daddy again. I'm actually looking forward to like next week's episode. I want to see how they animate, that scene. Like, are they gonna give it like impactful music or something? Or are they just gonna, like in the manga, it's just, it's done, it's over. It's just that one particular scene that I'm really looking forward to. I probably won't watch the whole episode until the season is over, but I will look up that scene on YouTube when it comes out next week.
For almost 20 years, we've stayed in our village without finding any answers.
20
That's
years.
why we wanted to leave our village and look for the meaning of our existence elsewhere.
Alright, so, Sukuna. Would next week's episode be the one where Sukuna, does that? Maybe not. Maybe it's gonna be the week after, because, like, I would assume they'd want a whole episode dedicated to, that fight. Well, not fight. It's just basically Sukuna being Sukuna. Oh, that would be great to watch too. Okay, I'm still just gonna wait for all of it to like be over and binge watch it all at once. But I'm looking forward to it. Like Mappa, despite all of the stuff about them pushing their animators and stuff coming out, I mean, you gotta admit their animes do look pretty. They do be looking nice. Still, it's not nice of them to stress out their animators, but they did a really good job with Jujutsu Kaisen. It looks nice.
I understand your confusion. In fact, I feel the same way.
Okay. Yeah, it's making... I don't know how many episodes it's gonna be in this season. But maybe it ends with Sukuna, wiping out all of those people, maybe? There are so many scenes like in Shibuya, in the Shibuya arc that I want to see animated. But, I'll hold off. I'll just watch all of it at once. This is making me, anticipate more, actually. God damn it. I'll watch it later. I'll watch it when it's over. I'll watch it all at once. I promise. I will.
I too came here for an answer to my questions about my own existence.
So Nicolette, what were you doing before you came to Fontaine? Were you just wandering around too?
Really? Could you tell us what we should do to fit in as you did?
Okay, maybe he was just wandering around in
The
Fontaine
truth
then?
is, many people threw rocks at us today and told us to go back to our village. It hurt a lot when they hit me in the head, and I tried really hard not to cry.
Aww. Aw.
Logically speaking, both time and effort are essential when different species attempt to peacefully coexist. It will be a difficult road ahead, with countless obstacles to overcome. Different identities and ways of thinking all contribute to strengthening the barrier between one another. Removing it will be no easy feat.
So, they're basically racist against the Melusine, huh? Overflow? No, not yet. Things have been really hectic for me this week, and I have a feeling it's gonna be hectic late, like in the weeks coming after this too. So I haven't watched Overflow yet. I'm not sure when I'll be able to watch it, but yeah, I'm definitely in the mood for something lighthearted, something that's not, not all that serious right now. So yeah, maybe a hentai anime would be something I'm in the mood in, but I can't yet. I'm a little swamped right now.
There aren't many suggestions I can share, because just like you, I haven't fully integrated into this society. Despite my social status, I am still an outsider.
So back then, like during this time, did people already know that NEUVILLETTE isn't human? I mean, I guess he doesn't really keep it a secret, kind of. Yeah, everything's okay with my life. It's just that, everyone else's life is kind of hectic right now, and I'm kind of I wouldn't say backup. I'm kind of the reliable one, the one that has to always be available, so that in case anything happens, I'll be able to be there immediately. So yeah, it's not necessarily that I'm the one that's busy, it's that everyone else is busy, so I have to keep myself free for them. It's kind of complicated in my family. The hierarchy in my family is kind of weird, but that's just how it is.
Oh, I see. Let's all do our best then.
Oh my god, Overflow has incest! Ugh. Ugh. I'll be honest, incest is definitely my least favorite part of any anime. But, you know what? I'll at least watch it once, just to see what it's like. I mean, I've watched Vampire Knight once, all the way through. I'm pretty sure nothing could, destroy my soul the way Vampire Knight did.
I'm confident that we'll find the meaning of our existence one day.
Aw, Carol.
I believe in you, but you shouldn't lose sight of the difficulties ahead. If you run into any trouble, I suggest that you inform Vautrin, the captain
Vautrin?
of the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol.
So, is Vautrin another Melusine? Is he human?
Is he the person I met in the Palais Marmonia earlier?
Yes? Do you have any concerns?
That stone-faced human. He didn't even bother to look at me when I tried talking to him. It felt like he wasn't interested in anything but work.
Ah, so he's got a resting bitch face.
He is an earnest man. There will be plenty of opportunities to work together in the future, so please try to get along.
Oh. Oof. So, Overflow's like an Ori-emo anime? It's like the main plot is incest? Again, I've watched Vampire Knight, I've watched Ori-emo. I guess, one more incest-focused anime won't destroy me. Because, I am actually really in the mood for something lighthearted, but I don't want to watch something I've already watched before. So, like, maybe just another hentai anime would be good for me right now. So, yeah, I will definitely try to watch it when I have the time. It's just not now. Like even now, even while I'm streaming, I'm getting like messages and stuff asking me to, asking me if I'm available, and I just want to, separate a portion of my week just focusing on games and doing absolutely nothing. Yeah, uncensored hentai I'm fine with. Cause like, it's anime, it's whatever. Uncensored stuff I'm fine with. So, the way you're saying it, do you want me to watch Overflow or not? Are you trying to get me to watch it or not? Cause I will watch it, but you're making me really, really curious on whether I should save myself and just not do it. No? That's it? That's all? Oh, is that Voltron? I'm sorry, these French names are not something I'm used to saying. Oh no, that's not Voltron. Baderico? Bedrico?
Hello. Can I help with anything?
Thanks, but no need.
God, don't be mean to the little Melusine!
Oh,
No, you made her sad! Now look at her, she's still skipping. You're so cute.
hello. I'm Carol, a Melusine. Is there anything you need help with?
Get away from here! I'm calling the guards.
Don't be racist!
Please, calm down. I don't mean to cause any harm.
Hard to say.
Okay, so, if I watched Overflow, I have to prepare myself mentally. I got it. I'll keep that in mind.
Yeah, we should probably stay away from these monsters. Haven't you realized? Strange incidents have been increasing ever since they came.
What strange incidents?
Why should we trust this species from who knows where anyway? I can't believe NEUVILLETTE allowed them into the court of Fontaine just like that.
So I'm guessing back then, these people didn't know that NEUVILLETTE isn't human?
Exactly. That so-called Chief Justice even granted them official positions. Not only that, but they're now responsible for investigating cases as well. I swear, there's some hidden agenda at play here.
I mean, the only reason he gave them this position is because they have good eyes that can easily spot evidence, right? That's
Go
all.
away! Quit acting innocent!
What the fuck is
Not like
your
me.
problem?
I won't let you say bad stuff about him. We
Aw.
joined the Mari Shosei Phantom and solved lots and lots of cases. We've never done anything wrong.
Aw.
Solving cases? With NEUVILLETTE in cahoots with you. You could have fabricated it all, and no one would know.
Listen, if you're gonna make accusations like that, at least have the evidence to back it up.
So tell me, how can you guarantee that you Melusines aren't involved in anything that occurred recently?
What?
I...
What occurred specifically?
Didn't
What's
I tell
so
you
bad
before? Don't go
Huh?
advertising if you're not a good talker.
What?
Vautrin?
Oh, this is Voltran? Voltran?
Aside from spreading unjustified rumors, if you continue insulting members of the Mare Shosei Phantom, the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol has every right to subject you to interrogation.
Voltran, I don't know how to tell you this, my guy, but you need to change your hair. My god. What is that?
There have indeed been
What is with that
increasing
hair?
cases recently, perhaps due to the shifting currents of conspiracy, and I understand your concern. However, there's been no evidence pointing towards Melusines being involved.
I'm so sorry, I can't take you seriously with that haircut. Okay, to anyone who has that haircut, I'm sorry. It probably looks good on you, but it does not look good on this NPC. Oh my god. I can't look at
Even
it.
the captain of the security patrol is on their side. NEUVILLETTE's newly reformed police force is already corrupt to the core.
How can two completely different species possibly coexist?
I mean, Inazuma has been doing that pretty well so far. And I guess even Liyue, I mean, they have Adepti living amongst them regularly.
You heard that?
Yeah,
No.
I don't understand. Why won't anyone believe us?
Boku no Pico, I watched it with a friend, and honestly, it was more entertaining watching their reactions rather than the anime. Could you really
There
call
have
it an
been
anime?
rumors
I mean, it's
saying
just
that you
porn.
were
It's just
born
straight
from
up porn.
calamity, and that you inherently bring danger to those around you.
What has been going on during this time period that made people think that Melusines are the ones behind it?
There are countless negative rumors about you floating around in Fontaine. It's near impossible for you to become a part of this society. Best if you give up before it's too late.
Monsieur Neuvillette said that we needed to put both time and effort in. I don't know how long it'll take, but I can at least try making my best effort.
Aww.
I still want to try a little harder. Thank you for bailing me out earlier.
Aw. Okay, I don't know if I can trust you or not with that haircut, Vautran. I'm sorry. If you turn out to be a good guy this whole time, then I'm sorry, but your hair, man, your hair. It does
Okay,
not go with your
I
face.
won't be taking any more of your time. I painted a lot of flyers last night, so I have to stay and hand them out to everyone.
Oh, flyers for
Give
what?
them to me.
You're not gonna take them away, right?
Flyers
We'll
for
hand
what?
them out together. The faster we get this done, the sooner we can head back.
Oh, okay. Alright, now let's go see whether he is a good guy or not. Yeah, maybe I should watch Overflow with a friend too, so that we can both suffer together. That's usually more fun. Hello, Neuvillette?
Monsieur Neuvillette, what's this?
Medals of Peace, awarded to you and Vautrin.
Aw,
Thank you for
it's
your
like a
continued
little
dedication in the
pearl
past
in
5
a
years.
shell.
You've taken one small step forward in helping Melusines gain the trust of humans.
Aw,
I think I'll pass.
you're already wearing the medal.
Hey, don't say that. We wouldn't have made it this far without you. It won't be long before Melusines begin living peacefully with the humans. Just the thought of it makes me happy.
Aw.
Don't keep your hopes up. We've barely scratched the surface. There's still a long way to go before that dream of yours comes true.
You blockhead! Don't ruin the mood!
This is making me... the fact that I know that she's dead already makes me a little sad. Oh.
Vautrin brings up a good point. The trust humans have placed in you is still very fragile. Any small incident could undermine the hard work you've put in.
My parents would never watch anime with me ever, and I would prefer to keep it that way, especially if the only option that's put up is Overflow. Sorry, I didn't mean Overwatch. Yeah, I've never watched an anime with them, and I'm definitely never gonna watch a hentai anime with them. Hopefully ever.
Please be on your guard for the next few days.
That just sounds like a curse waiting to happen.
Yes, sir.
Okay, got it.
Okay. So, how does this end badly? How does Carol die?
Medal of Peace? Peace isn't going to give us back what's rightfully ours.
And what is rightfully yours, sir?
Are you sure we should do this? We're no match for Neuvillette, even with all our powers combined. What if...
Nah, not gonna happen. As long as he remains in his position, there's no chance he'd take us out personally.
Take you guys out? For what? What are you gonna
There
do?
are rules even he must comply with in the political sphere. Unless he wants to become an enemy of Fontaine.
I mean, he could become an enemy of Fontaine. You guys definitely can't do anything against his Biden blast.
So quit worrying and just go ahead with it. I've already planned out the murder. Once we lay the blame on the Melazines as the person who brought them to the court of Fontaine, NEUVILLETTE will be left with no excuse.
You watched it with your dad? Okay, I guess you're just flexing about how cool your dad is, huh? Yeah, my parents are not that cool. They definitely... Well, my dad does watch anime, but, you know, he's not exactly available for me to watch with him. My mom definitely does not watch anime. She honestly does not watch anything that's not in her... that's not in a language that she can understand. Like, to her, she thinks that anything that requires subtitles, you don't need to watch with the volume on at all. Because, like, there are subtitles there already. It's not like you can understand what they're saying or anything, and yada yada yada. So, yeah, congrats on having cooler parents than me.
I guess you're right. Ugh. If he just left things the way they were, it never would have come to this. But he's forced our hand. Time to teach him a lesson.
Oh, someone you know watched it with their dad. Okay, sorry, I misread that. Still, yeah, so you do have a parent who watches an anime with you. That's so nice. You know what? I hope that you someday get to watch anime with your kids too, with your babies. Cause like, you know, it's always nice to know that your parents like something that you like too. Even if they don't really get it. My parents aren't like that at all. So, yeah, back to these races. Oh, so many people. Murderer. Who died?
Melazines can't be trusted! That goes for NEUVILLETTE too!
Okay. Why are you yelling at them?
Coexistence? What a joke. Get out of the court of Fontaine and don't ever come back!
Okay, Red Air Force. Take your time doing whatever it is you need to do. Meanwhile, I need to pay attention to these races.
The results of the investigation are in, Captain Vautrin.
Go on.
There is no direct evidence, but reasonable inference indicates that the ones controlling the situation are supporters of the old regime, whose interests have been undermined by the reform.
Old regime? I'm guessing whoever was in charge before NEUVILLETTE? Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to bring up complicated stuff and complicated emotions within you. I'm sorry, Red Air Force.
They tricked Miss Carroll into going to the crime scene and pressed charges against her. After that, they incited panic among the people in order to make Monsieur NEUVILLETTE confess to his mistakes and yield up power.
What? What is this incident that happened?
The guards were stopped
What
by
crime?
the enraged
Who
mob
died?
and couldn't intervene in time. Miss Carroll chose to sacrifice herself to pacify the situation.
What did she do? What happened?
And she called me a blockhead.
Is she already dead?
A little investigation would have cleared things up. Why didn't she wait until we'd established the truth? She didn't have to prove her innocence like that.
What did she go into a duel with someone and lost like Navia's dad?
The situation had rapidly escalated to a physical altercation between infuriated citizens and the guards. Miss Carroll might have thought there was no better plan.
What's her plan? What did she do?
That is indeed something she'd do.
What did she do though?
Captain Vautrin, should I present these results to Monsieur NEUVILLETTE right away?
Oh, is he... he's gonna be so brokenhearted if he finds out that one of the Melazines basically sacrificed themselves for peace. Oh
There's
no,
no need.
NEUVILLETTE.
Notify the guards to restrict public access to all information.
How is the fountain able to show all of this? Damn, Fontaine's fountain is OP.
Restrict access to... Wait, are you planning to...
There's something I've never told Carol. I had a little sister named Ilaria who passed away when I was very young.
Did she have a bad haircut too?
She's just like Carol in every possible way. Innocent, kind, always believing the best of people. People like her are the most vulnerable to deception and betrayal.
Aww.
From the moment I met Carol, I knew that she'd be easily manipulated by others. I kept a cold demeanor and tried lecturing her into giving up.
Okay, so you did turn out to be a good guy. I'm sorry for making fun of your haircut this whole time, Vortern.
Looks like she was unfazed by that.
Yes. In fact, some of her spirit must have rubbed off on me instead. Because I too began working towards that pie-in-the-sky dream of hers.
Pie in the sky, okay?
I should have known.
I don't think I've ever
Those
heard people say that
cowards don't
before.
have the guts to confront NEUVILLETTE. They even avoided causing trouble for me. They were after Carol all along.
No.
Can you understand how I feel? Right now, there's only one thought on my mind. Only through bloodshed can their debt be repaid.
Oh, hold on, my guy. There's no need to go vengeful on them. I mean, there are tons of racists in the world. Are you sure you could kill every last one of them?
I understand, but I'm certain Monsieur Neuvillette wouldn't accept that as a solution.
Yeah,
That's
definitely
exactly
not.
why we need to keep this a secret.
Oh, no.
Give me the list of suspects. What happens after this has nothing to do with any of you.
Sir,
I will
please.
take responsibility for everything.
Please, don't go... Don't go all Itachi Uchiha on the people of Fontaine. That's not gonna help the Melusines. Oh, no. Damn, this fountain is showing us a lot, huh?
Did you know? They're hearing a major case today, and the criminal is Captain Vautrin of the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol. Apparently, he resorted to personal measures to seek revenge for Carol, and settled the score with the group that framed his friend. Hey, why aren't you saying anything?
I'm thinking... we should try our best to bail him out when the trial commences.
What?
Bail him out? Why?
I guess it's nice to know that he has some supporters.
Shh, keep it down! Haven't you realized? Both Vautrin and Carol are Neuvillette's most trusted subordinates. After everything that happened to Carol, Neuvillette's guaranteed to do everything he can to keep Vautrin around.
So?
Besides, now that the old regime has been uprooted, Neuvillette's status is secure as can be. As long as we redirect public opinion, Neuvillette will be able to give Vautrin a reprieve. The benefits are endless.
Okay, so you are supporting Vautrin? I still can't get his name right.
For his friend for a valid cause. This represents the justice he upholds. Please think about it. If the same thing had happened to you, wouldn't you feel the same way he did? Yeah, that's right.
Still, personal justice carried out on your own is not justice. It's why courts have judges and lawyers and also jury and stuff. No one person can decide what punishment is suitable for anyone else.
This whole thing started because of those despicable cowards who levied false accusations against Carol. How could Vautrin be declared guilty for seeking revenge?
Monsieur Neuvillette.
I mean, at the end of the day, it's not Neuvillette you need to convince, it's the Oratrice, right?
Order! I acknowledge your arguments. Vautrin, your revenge could be seen as a form of justice. I understand your decision, which is why I cannot help but feel regret and even grief about the judgment I must now impose.
No, it's not up to Neuvillette, it's up to the Oratrice.
Personal justice does not equate to justice as defined by the law.
Yep.
To execute your plan for revenge, you abused your authority and conducted informal executions. Your actions have thus violated the law.
Aww.
Therefore, you will be declared guilty.
Yeah, I'm guessing he expected that, huh? That's why Vautrin didn't want to tell Neuvillette.
Monsieur Neuvillette, Please give this a little more thought. He has done so much for Fontaine.
Vautrin, my friend, is there anything else you want to say?
Neuvillette, what have I done to deserve this? I've closely followed every one of your orders. Can't you see? Everyone in this room believes that I'm innocent.
Oh, I thought...
Can't you just let me off?
I thought he was just gonna accept the guilt. Like, I was expecting him to, like, you know, accept his fate and stuff. I guess not.
Is this what justice means to you? Answer me, Neuvillette!
Ah, this is the part of the trailer, okay?
Order. Since there have been no further objections, the Oratrice will now deliver the final verdict regarding the charges against Mr. Vautrin.
Huh.
According to the judgment of the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinal, Mr. Vautrin will be declared guilty.
Aw. I mean, makes sense, but also aw.
Goodbye, Monsieur Neuvillette.
Hold on, I want to see who his VA is, cause like that was really good. Brent Mukai. Okay, well done, Brent Mukai. That was really wow.
This all happened because of Carol's naive ideas.
No.
How can different species peacefully coexist anyway?
Very easily if Liu is anything to go by. No, don't be like that.
Hey, stop spacing out!
Oh,
What's wrong? Are you not feeling well?
I wonder if Neuvillette's all
Apologies,
that.
it seems like my memories got the better of me.
I guess he did.
I tried my best to suppress the power of Hydro within myself, but it seems like it still caused the emotions within the Fountain of Lucine to boil over. Due to my negligence, the overflow of emotions and memories must have affected you as well. Are you all right?
I'm good.
Wow. The Hydro Dragon is more powerful than Paimon thought. Anyways, the last time we came here, the Traveler only heard voices from the Fountain of Lucine. No emotions boiling over or anything.
It
Yeah.
is as you said. This might be because I am different. It is not only the fountain. I can sense emotions from all waters in Fontaine. Rivers, lakes, and even the rain.
Okay. I'm guessing it's just Fontaine and not the other regions, maybe? Because, you know, I really wouldn't want him to go anywhere near the spicy waters of Inazuma.
That sounds awesome!
But I rarely ever do anything like this. Emotions carried by water are always chaotic and disconnected. As an outsider, having my mind occupied with irrelevant memories isn't exactly a pleasant experience.
I mean, I wouldn't call those memories specifically irrelevant
Which ones?
to when you declared Vautrin guilty.
It's fine. I prefer not to speak of those memories. That does not mean I am deliberately hiding them.
Yeah, you're just distancing yourself from them, which is just as healthy.
It was a coincidence, but perhaps it is a good thing that you saw everything in that form.
Oh?
You should now understand why I believe there to be a conspiracy behind all this. These two cases are much too similar. I felt like I needed to do something.
Okay, but still... I still don't know what the case that Carol was accused of was exactly. And also how Carol specifically sacrificed herself.
Paimon's starting to lose track of what you're saying.
Also, I'm just assuming that Vautrin killed the people who accused Carol. But again, not sure. Nothing's been confirmed.
Conversation. Paimon wants to help too.
Paimon, this may be a little too heavy for you.
Then let us get back to the point. While I was investigating the fountain, I discovered something strange.
Oh?
I did not sense too much hatred towards me within its accumulated emotions.
Yeah, I guess.
However, I did
That's
find some
normal.
resentment directed towards Kiara.
Oh.
If I remember correctly, it seemed to be related to a smuggling case.
Smuggling
I
case?
don't know what caused this to happen, but it It seems like there won't be a shortcut to finding the organization that may be pulling the strings here.
Oh! Didn't we read about that in one of the documents?
You've read about it? In that case, the resentment should have come from that incident.
Yeah, the Marcus... I forgot how to say it again. The Marcusi Phantom and the guards were in charge of that, right?
What are you doing here? I was just about to look for you at the Palais Mermonia.
Which you are you talking about? Me or Neuvillette?
Navia! Nice to see you again! Is there
Hello.
something we can help with?
Yeah, need something?
Heard some things, but I'm not purposely asking around or anything. Don't worry.
Sure.
Rumors are abroad that someone's scheming against Melusines, and that you're investigating the case.
Mm-hmm.
So I told the Spina di Rosula to keep an eye out for leads. We've had unfamiliar faces showing themselves at the Fleuve Cendre lately. Maybe you'll find the suspects among them.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks.
Where did you hear about all this?
The Chief Justice out on investigation, accompanied by the Traveler from afar. No matter how you conceal your whereabouts, there will be countless eyes watching you.
Okay.
You talked to Kiara, but didn't ask her to keep things secret.
Of course.
People curious to know asked around for information, then it was only a matter of time before word of the threatening letter spread all across Fontaine.
Welcome back.
So that's what Charlotte meant.
Indeed. I did not expect that this could be kept hidden for too long, but the rumors still spread faster than I imagined.
Fontainians are a bunch of gossips that like drama. So
You know,
this is expected,
it could
actually.
be because you attract more attention than you think.
I mean, yeah, it's not every day you see the big hotshot Neuvillette walk around the walk on the streets amongst the
Anyway,
common people.
Any progress with the investigation?
The suspects who threatened Kiara might have to do with a certain smuggling case, but it is still uncertain if there is in fact another party behind all this.
Yeah, we didn't really find out much about the Kiara thing, but we did find out more about what happened to Carol. And, yep, it's confirmed. She did die. Ugh.
We are planning to return to the Palais Mermonia to revisit some details and identify the senders of that threatening letter.
All right, then I'll round up the Spina di Rosula and follow up on their progress.
Thank you for your help.
Wait for my word. Ta-ta!
Why did we have to wait for your word? You're not our boss.
Neuvillette, do you think there'll be any problems now that the word is out?
Maybe.
I have already considered that possibility, and I do not think that there will be any.
Oh.
As a matter of fact, once the word gets out, no one would dare to harm Kiara in broad daylight.
Also, Clorand is with her, so
What is more
she should
important
be
is how the
okay.
peace is perceived by the public. 400 years ago, they chose to side with the old regime and direct their resentment towards the Melusines.
Yeah, Navia actually has a really, really great character design. But I think they're gonna release her, like, after the whole main Archon quest is over. Kind of like how they did with, what's his name? Oh my god, the one with the roommate! I'll hate them, yeah, they really hyped up I'll hate them and gave him a cool design, but they only released him after the Archon quest was done. So I'm assuming they're gonna do the same with Navia. Why was it so hard to remember Al-Haytham's name?
I hope the same won't happen again. Let us head back to the Palais.
Okay. You know, we haven't seen Kiara and Clorand in a while, so gotta check up on them too.
Strange. What are these people doing out on the streets so late at night?
Oh my god, I'm getting Sumeru flashbacks. No! Is the doctor gonna pop up somewhere?
Did something happen? Let's take a look around.
Dottore, you better not be here.
Have you heard? Someone's plotting against a Melusine. This is 100% the truth.
Oh.
Even the Chief Justice is investigating in person.
Does the Melusine behind you know that?
What? That's it! Who's been threatening Melusines? Show yourself!
Are you sure? No one's just gonna pop up and say, yes, it is me, with his hand held high. Are you... Okay.
Our enemies are lurking in the shadows and won't easily reveal themselves. But no amount of hiding will keep us from finding them.
That's exactly what I wanted to say. The guards have already begun to take action. We can't just stand by and watch.
I mean, what are you gonna do?
Think
How
about
can you
much
help?
we owe them. Now that they're in danger, how can we just sit back and do nothing?
Still, I guess it's kind of nice to see that the sentiments are different from what they were back then.
Everyone, please stay alert to your surroundings from now on. If you see any suspicious persons, report them to the guards immediately.
Yeah, it's ridiculous how they expect someone to just pop up with their hand up and say, "Hi, yes, it is me, I am the racist." Ah, yeah, it's nice to see that they're, like, looking out for the Melazines this time.
We were informed that. Nope. We just finished our shifts and happened to be strolling by.
Have you had dinner yet? Why don't we check out the new items at the dessert shop together?
No.
This isn't a good time to be out and about.
Come on, don't act tough. I bet you're hungry too.
Yeah, desserts sound pretty nice right about now,
All right.
actually. I want desserts.
Let's go buy a cake or something.
Yeah,
You
cake.
shouldn't ever skip meals, especially if you have another shift scheduled for later.
I heard even NEUVILLETTE's keeping an eye on the situation. This is the perfect chance to get promoted. We gotta make sure we give it all we've got.
I mean, sure, it's nice that you want to help, even if it is for a promotion. Yeah, so, yeah, at least you're doing a good thing. Yes, it is me. I am the one racist against the furries.
Seriously? Were you planning to shirk your duties if NEUVILLETTE wasn't involved?
Relax, I was just playing. We've worked together for years now. If something happened to them, I'd be haunted by regret for the rest of my life.
Yeah, I'm guessing, like, since Fontaine has had, like, 500 years of the Melazines being with them at this point, I guess it would make sense that they would feel attached to them by now. The
That's more
Melazines
like
aren't
it.
outsiders
You should
anymore.
stand guard until the criminal has been caught.
Yeah.
Come and fight me instead, you cowards!
Seriously, who are you expecting to pop up, sir?
Have you heard? Even the special patrol came to help.
Shh, look. Isn't that NEUVILLETTE? I think he's looking at us.
I think he's more concerned about the guy who keeps asking racists to fight him.
Looks like there's nothing to worry about.
Are you worried, NEUVILLETTE? I mean, sounds like they like the Melazines now.
This
That's
is
good.
truly wonderful.
Yeah, it is good.
So, wanna go over and say hi?
I don't think we should do that. It's gonna turn into, like, a photo op or something.
No, I
It's
should
gonna
stay
cause a
where I am.
commotion.
My appearance could give rise to unnecessary commotion.
Yeah, a commotion.
Let us stick to our plan and return to the Palais Mermonia. The faster we uncover the truth, the better.
Okay. We still haven't checked up on Kiara, though. I'm a little worried. But at least she has Clorand with her. Clorand and her constantly struggling buttons. Ew. Let me in! Meow. Whee. Knock knock. Oh, there's something shiny. Did I miss something? I'm pretty sure I already read this, right?
The smuggling case was solved by the joint forces of the guards and the Marechaussee Phantom.
Marechaussee
This
Phantom.
is the
Marechaussee.
one.
Marechaussee. Okay, I keep saying the wrong thing. It's Marechaussee Phantom.
The list of involved suspects should be... Ah, found it.
What does it say?
The principal offenders Domenico, Inica, Yuna, and others have been caught. They have been sent to the fortress of Meropide following trial.
Did we ever talk to someone with those names in the Fortress of Meropide? Can't remember.
Those with close connections or mutual interests with the offenders but who did not participate in the case will not stand trial.
Yeah, I have Diluc. He was like one of my very first 5 stars, so like, you know, I have him built already, so might as well just keep using him.
Among them, surveillance of Essan has ceased on account of his good behavior. All other
Essan.
personnel remain on our watch list.
So many names. Is the one who sent that threatening letter to Kiara on the list?
Or it could be someone related to those people, you know, someone who wants revenge.
Yes.
Maybe?
There is something suspicious about Essan, to be precise.
Asan? Asem?
It seems like he's closely related to the core members of the smuggling case, and he moves around without much restriction.
Oh, yeah, does Navia know about this?
Monsieur Neuvillette, someone
Hello.
claiming to be from the Spina Durasula just checked in with us.
Well, speak of the devil.
He said, and I quote, "We have located the suspect. They're chatting at the cafe." Huh? How did Navia find them so quickly? We've only just figured out the suspect's name.
I too am
I mean,
perplexed.
they're the mafia.
The cafe isn't too far from here. We should head over and take a look.
Let's go. Oh wait, was that Melusine heading over to the cafe too? I mean, she did say she wanted cake. Oh no. Mission: keep the racist away from the Melusines. Where are we going? Here. Do I have to take the lift? Can't I just... Woo! Drop. Oh, no. Don't drop too far. Navia, I see you. Oh? They're just having a meeting? Out in daylight? It's a meeting of racists? Hello?
Whoa. Check out all these people.
Oh, no, they're not the racists. I'm
Hey there,
sorry.
Are you Navia's friends too?
These are the people who have had recent dealings at the Marechaussee Phantom. They're
Marechaussee
usually hidden
Phantom.
in the Fleuve Cendre, but I sent for someone to invite them over.
Okay.
Invite them over.
For what?
Exactly. Now, I heard there's great coffee here, and so I asked them if they'd like to come and have some.
Yeah, it's our pleasure to be guests of the Spina di Rosula.
Ah, so you've got the mafia on your tail now, huh?
I've wanted to have a meetup like this for ages.
Oh my god.
Something feels off.
Check their feet, Paimon. Did Navia put shackles on them?
But, oh well. Let's get back to business. Is there anyone called Essan here?
Yes, that's me.
Okay.
You're Essa?
You don't
Yes.
look like it, Sam.
Yes, Monsieur Neuvillette.
Did you write that threatening letter to Kiara?
Oh, you're just gonna ask, like, okay. It's a yes or no question, sir.
I did, but I was just following orders.
Orders from who?
Orders from whom?
Domenico.
From whom?
He was my boss.
Domenico?
I couldn't disobey his orders.
Domenico. Where is he now?
The fortress of Meropide.
Ah, okay.
Well, I'm afraid even the Spina would have trouble looking into that place.
You may have trouble, but we know a certain Risley who could easily
Looks like you'll
check
have
in
to make
for
the
us.
trip yourselves. This was as much as I could do.
You've done more than
You
enough.
know what? I'm surprised that none
I'm
of the
extremely
mafia
grateful for
people
your
have ever
help.
ended up in the fortress.
Leave the formalities for later. You should find Domenico first. If he really is the one setting up the conspiracy, it'd be best if he's exposed as soon as possible.
Yeah, but how is he operating outside of the fortress? How is he controlling these people?
All right then, let's head to the fortress right now.
Yeah, let's go pay Risley a visit. Maybe he'll give us some of his tea. Oh? Remains... sure. We'll just continue. Go to the fortress. Okay, I really don't like the fortress because, like, it's so weird navigating it. But we must. Risley! I see you.
It's Monsieur Neuvillette.
Sorry, didn't mean to cut you off. Hello.
Welcome to the Fortress of Meropide, dear esteemed guests.
Okay, bye-bye, Red Air Force. I hope you take good care of yourself, too. It's nighttime where you are, right? So, good night. Have a good night's sleep. Sweet dreams. Bye-bye.
We're back!
Yeah, we're back in prison.
Oh, and a greeting from none other than the Duke himself. Guess we've made a name for ourselves at this place.
This isn't anything new. I figured you had important matters to discuss when the two of you, not to mention the Chief Justice, showed up.
Well, thank you for the warm welcome
Let's assume
anyway.
we've gone through the pleasantries and cut right to the chase. I do remember a thing or two about Domenico. He once attempted to round up the other inmates and instigate a protest.
Oh, I'm guessing you put a stop to that then?
What does this guy think he is? Paimon hopes nothing came of it.
Obviously not.
He once
I mean,
attempted
Wriothesley's
to, I said,
still the one in charge.
Meaning that it was over before it even started. And now he's threatening Melazines, is he? To be honest, Domenico doesn't seem like much of a conspirator. The fact that the three of you bothered to personally investigate raises a flag. Is there something else going on behind the scenes here?
You know, I'm surprised that Domenico was like going through all of this trouble. He's in here for smuggling, right? So, like, why is he going after the Melazines then? Was he smuggling Melazines?
He's got the same concerns we do.
I'm concerned about this incident because something similar has occurred in the past. I wish to meet Domenico in person and have my questions answered.
Should you really be the one doing this? Shouldn't we get a guard or something? You know, someone who's whose job is to interrogate people? Maybe get Cloran.
That's an easy one. Let me think. I think he's at...
Oh, did I hear someone say Melazine?
Hello.
What happened?
Sigewin.
Sigewin!
Hello. Yeah, so we're here to help the Melazine named Kiara.
The person who threatened her seems to be imprisoned here.
Yeah, have you heard of someone named Domenico?
Really? Is Kiara gonna be okay?
I mean, she's got Cloran with her.
There's no need to
She should
worry.
be fine.
Clorand is protecting her as we speak.
Yeah.
Well, that's great. But if the criminal's still... Is there anything you can do about this?
Well, that's what we're here to find out.
Head nurse. Do you require me to personally deal with the criminal?
What do you mean, personally deal with him, sir?
Wriothesley.
Wriothesley.
Okay, I get it. I'll bring Domenico to you. That's your only demand, correct?
You should listen to your potential husband, Wriothesley. You know what they say, happy wife, happy life.
Think of it as more of a humble request. I'm here on my own accord, not to formally transfer a criminal for trial. I urge you to set aside any concerns. Thanks for the trouble. Consider me in your debt.
Sure.
Whoa! If Paimon were you here, Grace, Paimon would take this chance to ask for something really important.
Okay, I'm gonna predict that he's gonna ask NEUVILLETTE to join him for tea. Actually, I had canon that Wriothesley gets kind of annoyed that all NEUVILLETTE drinks is water, and he does not appreciate the fine taste of tea.
Well, were I still a criminal, I'd probably ask for a lighter sentence.
Oh, so you're
But
not
I'm sure Monsieur NEUVILLETTE
still
would
carrying
reject
out
that.
your sentence.
But enough jokes. I'll look for Domenico and bring him to you. Make yourselves at home. Our dear head nurse has mentioned you quite a few times, so I'm sure she has a lot to say.
Okay.
Please come with me to the infirmary. And watch your step. There's some pretty dark areas, so make sure you don't trip over anything.
I mean, we've been here before, Sigewin. We know what we're doing. Where is the... Oh. An opportunity for rebirth. Really? An opportunity for rebirth. Where is it? Where is it? Am I just blind? An opportunity for rebirth. This one? Nope. This one? Nope. Oh, this one. Grizzlies. Okay, we'll do a bit of Grizzlies. where is he? Up there? Yeah, so we'll do a bit of Grizzly's quest. And then we'll continue with Neuvillettes. Because... Okay, continue quest. In a new light? Wait, what? I don't get it, which... Okay, yeah, so, okay. Okay, so we can't continue with Neuvillettes quest. Okay, this is so weird. This is so... This is kind of... This is kind of confusing. Hold on. I still haven't really figured out how to get around this place. So, we'll go back here. He's on the other side. Shiny. Gimme. Every little bit helps.
Did Neuvillette just walk by?
Now that I think about it, I can leave this place soon. Huh?
Okay, so can I talk to you?
I must have been mistaken.
Nope, you're not. It is Neuvillette. He's with us.
I'm Oriole, a member of the Mutual Aid Network. Is there something you need?
Okay. Not here. Where?
We just had a new member join us last month.
Oh? Mutual Aid Network? So, is this a part of the quest? Anyway, let's go find Domenico. Oh no, wait, we gotta rest first. Grizzly is gonna bring Domenico to us.
Please rest here for a moment.
I will.
Oh, and would anyone like anything to drink? Paimon's not that thirsty, but thanks anyway. Thirst is a warning sign that you're dehydrated, which means you have to drink up even before that. I'll bring you some tea. I'm sure you'll have a lot to talk about.
Neuvillette, you want tea?
Typical Citrin. Concerned about everyone's health as always.
I mean, it is her job.
Why aren't you two saying anything?
Yeah, they were talking
You
about
noticed
some
them
mutual
too.
aid network.
The badges they wore on their chests looked quite familiar.
Oh, I didn't notice any badges.
Familiar? Paimon didn't even realize they were wearing them.
Same, Paimon.
But if both of you say so, let's go ask them about it.
Yeah, maybe you should stay
That's
here,
not a bad
Neuvillette.
idea. I will stay here and wait for news from you.
Also, wait for the tea from Citrin. I want to see what you have to say about the tea. Neuvillette?
I place great trust in Wriothesley, so I rarely visit the fortress of Meripede. However, exceptional circumstances call for exceptional measures. I hope I didn't cause him too much trouble.
You know what? It is kind of heartwarming to see that they have such a good relationship. And it's not another case of Alhaitham and Kaveh. I mean, Alhaitham and Kaveh do care about each other, it's just they don't like each other. Where am I going? This way? Yeah, so are we supposed to talk to the mutual aid? What? No! Didn't mean to do that. Yeah, anyway, are we supposed to be talking to the mutual aid network people? Shiny? Shiny. What badge? Oh, there.
Anything you need?
I can't zoom in. What badge is that?
This? Are you interested in joining the Mutual Aid Network?
Man?
What's that?
We have a very long history.
It's a cult.
Going back as far as 400 years ago.
It's a cult.
We have never had many members throughout our history, nor do we have much of a reputation, but everyone treats each other like family.
Oh god, it is a cult.
Helping each other is our purpose. At the same time, we seek to maintain just dealings as much as possible.
Uh-huh. So, why are you in prison then?
Sounds like a pretty neat organization.
It's a cult, Paimon. Don't buy into it.
All we want is to defend ourselves. None of us have ever committed serious crimes, and we're not especially powerful either.
Then why are you
We're
in
at
prison?
a natural disadvantage here in the fortress. But people won't give us a hard time if we stick together.
Okay. Can you say anything else? Oh.
Recently, a criminal named Domenico attempted to incite the other criminals to rebel against NEUVILLETTE.
Okay, so that was recent.
We of the Mutual Aid Network couldn't just stand there and watch, so we stepped in and taught him a lesson.
Oh, so you guys are the reason why it didn't work? Okay. Hello.
Interested in joining the Mutual Aid Network? If you'd like to learn more, here's our flyer.
There's a flyer. Help each other. Do all you can to further justice. Do not detest just judgment. Okay. It's not a very fancy flyer, is it?
Our slogan may have evolved over the centuries, but our goal has remained unchanged.
Which is?
Here, this book is for you. You're welcome to come and sign up anytime.
Hold on, I want to see if I can zoom into... What is that? Is that supposed to be like the medal that Carol and Vautran got?
What do you think? Interested in joining?
You didn't even let me answer, dude. Don't you know you're supposed to be giving me dialogue options?
You two look kind of familiar.
We're ex-inmates. So anyway, about that badge.
It's the symbol of the Mutual Aid Network designed by our first president.
Oh?
From what I've heard, it's based on something called a Medal of
Oh,
Peace.
it is.
I've never seen one of those medals for myself, though.
Yeah, it is based on the thing that Carol and Vautran got.
The first president of our network was an amazing person. Powerful as he was, he never used his strength against anyone. He encouraged the weaker criminals to stick together and look out for each other.
Oh, so the Mutual Aid Network is just a thing inside the fortress? It's not... Huh, it's not something that was started from outside of it?
All of us have a lot of respect for him.
Oh, did Vautran start it then? Since it's mostly a Fortress of Meropide thing? Huh.
We should have gathered enough information. Let's head back and talk to NEUVILLETTE.
Hold on, is there anything else you gotta say?
I had many grievances about my situation before joining the network. I knew that I had committed crimes, yes, but that alone didn't stop life here from being miserable. But look at me now. Chatting with my friends, doing meaningful things together.
That's nice of you. Also, depends on what kind of crime you did. If it turned out you're a rapist or a pedophile, then I hope you're miserable for the rest of your life. Anyway, back to NEUVILLETTE. NEUVILLETTE!
Did you manage to gather any intel?
Well...
The people who wore the badges belong to an organization called the Mutual Aid Network.
AKA MAN.
According to them, the badge's design was inspired by the Medal of Peace. Have you seen any of those before?
I personally crafted 2 of them myself. They were awarded to Carol and Vautran.
Are Carol and Vautran the only people who have ever gotten them?
Carol's medal was destroyed in a fire.
Ah.
The only one that remains should belong to Vautran.
Okay, so I guess they are the only 2 people who've ever gotten them.
Oh! So the network was inspired by...
Vautran.
Monsieur NEUVILLETTE, His Grace has requested your presence in his office. He's found Domenico.
Okay.
All right. Let us talk to him first and get to the bottom of this situation.
Okay, let's go. Wait, actually, I don't need to kneel. I can just teleport. Okay, now kneel. Kneel. Let me in. Right, Laylam again. Oh, gotta go up. Oh. Risley.
Allow me to introduce this fine gentleman, Domenico.
This is the racist.
Why don't you explain everything to him?
Neuvillette? What do you want? What are you gonna do? Kill me?
I mean, we want to, but...
Calm down. I merely want to ask you a few questions.
You didn't say you didn't want to kill him, Neuvillette.
Was it your idea to send that letter to a Melusine? Assin has already confessed,
Assin.
so there really isn't any need to keep hiding.
That idiot! I can't believe I trusted him.
Let me ask this another way. It was your idea to send that letter, correct?
Yes.
Why?
Who is pulling your strings?
Oh, you don't think he's the big boss?
What? You're not trying to frame me for something I haven't done, are you?
Sounds like he's trying to give you an out, buddy. You can just, you know, say a name and say that person has been the one forcing you to do all this.
It's best if you realize the gravity of your situation. The Chief Justice of Fontaine has been personally investigating your case. I assume your previous attempt to incite unrest at the Fortress of Meripede has something to do with this as well.
I admit I acted on impulse. I'll tell you the truth. But before that, you must ensure my safety.
I mean, if you're racist, then I can't promise anything.
I can do that.
No.
You see, we're all reasonable people here.
Are we, though?
I only intended to do some small business at first. Someone contacted me about delivering some goods and promised me a generous sum of more in return.
I'm guessing this is the smuggling case you were arrested for?
After making a few trips, I was suddenly approached by the Maréchaussée Phantom. They accused me of smuggling prohibited items, and I was put on trial. But I refused to accept any of that. The ignorant can be rightfully absolved from guilt, right? Well, I suspect that someone got me locked up here so they could get their hands on my goods.
Okay. Why didn't you bring this up in your trial, then?
And then you decided to take revenge on the Melusines? Over that?
Ignorance is not an
My initial target
excuse.
was Neuvillette. Everyone in the Fortress of Meripede was declared guilty by him, after all. So they must more or less hold a grudge against them, right? If I could get them to strike back...
Well, it's not Neuvillette's decision at the end. It's the Oratrice's, right? It's just like with Child. Like, even though Neuvillette didn't find him guilty, the Oratrice did, and he ended up here anyway. And then he ended up missing, and then we had to come into prison and look for him and not end up finding him.
But for some reason, no one wanted to team up with me.
Yeah.
That mutual aid network in particular. What did those nobodies even gain from trying to challenge me? Seriously. In the end, I had to redirect my focus onto Melusines to salvage things.
Salvage
I recall
what?
that Chiara was the one who confiscated my goods for inspection. So I asked one of the more approachable guards to send a letter, claiming that I meant to contact my family. But the letter was in fact addressed to Essa. I requested that he write a threat letter to Chiara and force it to resign from the Maréchaussée Phantom.
Essam? Okay.
Am I to assume that the claims you've made are your own thoughts? Have you been in contact with any suspicious people recently?
Neuvillette, are you sure that someone's pulling his strings and, you know, it's not just him behind all of this?
Is it true that all members involved in the smuggling scandal have been caught?
Yes.
Oh.
And that's all I know.
You think he's lying?
Sigewinne, please take him back to the detention center. I'll deal with him later.
I wonder if maybe we'll get Sigewinne with
Monsieur
Navia's
Neuvillette,
banner.
You were concerned that there might be a shadowy faction looking to capitalize on the delicate situation with the Melusines to stir up greater chaos?
Oh, Neuvillette's just making sure that this is just a revenge thing and not a racist thing. I see.
Yes. I experienced a similar incident in the past, so I had to be prepared for any possibility.
And how long ago was this incident?
500 years ago?
More than 400 years.
Oh, 400 years ago?
You might be overthinking this.
Yeah, maybe.
Time can change a lot of things. Everything's different now.
Yeah, we've seen that.
What do you mean?
People are more protective of the Melazines, for one thing.
400 years ago, you and the Melazines you brought to Fontaine were the outliers in society.
You know what? I'm glad that Risley is the one telling Neuvillette this, because Risley, like Neuvillette, does work closely with the Melazines, so he'd be able to see if anyone, like, really hates the Melazines or, like, is racist against them.
But in the present day, if someone were to threaten the safety of the Melazines, people wouldn't just sit back and do nothing.
Yeah.
I trust that they would make different choices from before.
Yeah, and we've seen it for ourselves, Neuvillette. People are really worked up over some unknown group threatening the Melazines.
That's right! We saw lots of people standing up for Melazines on our way back to the Palais Mermonia.
Yeah.
Monsieur Neuvillette, the Melazines are a species you introduced to Fontaine. How the public treats them is also reflective of their attitude towards you. When people refused to place their trust in Melazines, it was because they were still on the fence about you, their unfamiliar Chief Justice.
Yeah, but now they've got like 400 years of to get used to you guys, so
for almost
they
500
like you now.
years, you've conducted every trial with impartiality. You made the right judgment each time, regardless of whatever nonsense went on.
I'm guessing Risley means that includes his own trial?
People no longer have any reservations about you, and even consider you a symbol of the law.
That's true, actually. Oh, why isn't this working?
Right now, your every decision will impact all of Fontaine. In other words, you've gradually transformed the whole nation.
Yeah, you did.
Paimon gets it now. No wonder no one wanted to join forces with Domenico.
I am undeserving of such high compliments. From my perspective, I have simply been fulfilling my duties.
And it's because of that that people like you now.
It isn't anything special or worthy of praise. I'm simply fulfilling the promises I've made and searching for answers through my judgments. It is unnecessary to hold me in such high regard. The complexity of human emotions and willpower far exceed those of mine. As a matter of fact, I believe that you are the ones who deserve my respect.
There's no need to be so modest. The current state of affairs says it all. You're no longer that outsider you were before. Even if you wished to investigate something on your own, many would take the initiative to lend you a hand.
I must say that you've made a fair point. Thank you for clearing my doubts. Now that the case has been settled, I should get going.
Huh? You're leaving?
And so soon, too? Why not stay for a cup of tea?
I knew he was gonna get Neuvillette to drink tea.
Thank you for the offer, but I know how this place works all too well.
Also, he knows the kind of tea you like, and Neuvillette hates it.
While some are here to redeem themselves, there will inevitably be those who harbor resentment towards me.
Like Domenico?
The less time I spend here, the better. My presence could very well result in an unwanted disturbance.
Okay, yeah, I get it. Yeah, we should go.
In that case, I'll have to insist. I still have 2 more things to say.
Oh?
Please, go ahead.
The first is about the guard who helped Domenico send that letter.
Ah, I know of what you speak.
But, I mean, it's not the guard's fault. He thought that Domenico was gonna send a letter to his family.
The guard was
being
indeed
nice.
deployed from the Palais Mermonia's staff. However, as I mentioned earlier, I visited today on personal business. Therefore, I leave that matter in your hands.
Okay.
Well, that makes things a lot easier.
Are you gonna invite that guard over for tea?
Hey now, don't let your imagination run wild.
I mean, that's what you did with Lynette.
Those from up there have a tendency to sympathize with others. However, down here, such thoughts will put you at high risk.
Okay.
I'll have a chat with the guard and remind him to take precautions in the future.
Oh, that's... Okay, yeah, that's reasonable.
I see no
Good man,
issues
Risley.
with that.
Great! That's one thing out of the way. What's the other thing you wanted to say?
The other thing was born from my own sense of curiosity. Now, I've heard that you investigated the mutual aid network. Is that right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Neuvillette thought their badges looked familiar.
Mm-hmm.
I noticed the small gang as well when I first took over the Fortress of Meripede. They were not great in number, but every member always made sure to stand up for what was right.
You're not gonna ask them to disband, are you?
I've looked into their
They
founder,
sound like good guys.
Vautrin, who once stood trial and
Yeah,
was
so he is
sentenced to
their founder.
imprisonment in the fortress.
I guess even though Vautrin yelled like that stuff in the trial, he does at heart believe that he deserved that sentence. Maybe.
According to existing documentation, Vautrin remained disciplined throughout his imprisonment. He had never once engaged in physical or verbal aggression.
Well, that's good.
In other words, how he presented himself in prison was very different from his behavior in court.
Ah, so you think maybe Vautrin was playing it up for the drama?
What? During his trial, I could sense that his feelings were complicated. He appeared to be full of resentment, and I believe he had every right to feel that way.
But are you sure that that resentment was towards you? And not towards the people who got Carol killed?
Perhaps he had been putting on an act.
Yeah.
An act?
Yeah, maybe he was.
Neuvillette and Vautrin had a close relationship as superior and subordinate. Vautrin must have known that the Chief Justice would make an impartial judgment.
So he was like the Clorand of 400 years ago?
Thus, the more resentment he displayed, the clearer it would be to those present that you were upholding justice.
Ah, so he was just playing it up for the drama.
And to those who had been sitting on the fence, Vautrin's act was a very meaningful one. That's all from me. Does anyone else have anything to say? Now's your chance.
Yeah, what kind of tea do you
I
have
don't have
exactly?
anything to say. Apart from expressing my gratitude, that is.
No.
Well then, let us head back. No need to see us off.
Bye, Brisley.
Please, take care.
You too. Don't worry, I'll be doing your quest soon. I wonder if we'll get into like how he ended up in the Fortress of Meripede in the first place. What his trial was about
That
exactly.
trial is something I rarely bring up in conversation, but I have always felt deep regret for what happened to both Carol and Vautrin.
Understandable.
The words he spoke in court often replay in my mind, as if urging me on to do something.
Maybe not to do something in particular.
He never resented you, right? Isn't that a good thing?
Yeah.
I believe I now understand what he wanted to tell me.
That you
I
should
feel
just do your
conflicted
job.
about those words. How should I describe it? Surprise, relief, fear, and regret. But this blend of emotions has led me to finally understand some things. I would like to hear your thoughts too. What do you think of me?
I think you're a swell guy, Neuvillette.
Paimon agrees with everything Wriothesley said.
Yeah, you're just some guy that's doing his job well.
As Chief Justice, every single one of your trials makes an impact on Fontaine. What do you think, Traveler?
That's right.
Hey, any comments?
What I really think
Oh,
is...
she speaks!
Every trial you've ever judged has left its impression on you. And that's what makes you who you are today.
Yeah, I mean, back then, he felt like an outsider, but he's not an outsider anymore. He's literally, like, the brain, the heart, the soul of Fontaine. Every decision Neuvillette makes impacts the country. He's not an outsider anymore. He is a major part of the country. He's their symbol, their leader in a way. Oh, you're not gonna talk anymore? Okay. Yeah, the humans, the people of Fontaine think of you as one of them now.
That is indeed a reasonable assumption.
It's not an assumption, it's true, it's a fact.
As I said, I find it difficult to express my emotions because I cannot fully understand myself. But I trust your judgment. Since some time ago, I have begun to notice the changes that have occurred upon my person. These changes were not due to any specific occurrence, but emerged as a result of time itself. I will try to contemplate this further. Thank you both.
You're welcome. Oh. Don't cry, Neuvillette!
Oh no, Paimon forgot forgot to bring an umbrella! Come on, let's hurry before it rains harder!
Have you ever brought an umbrella, Paimon? Neuvillette, don't cry. No.
It's raining again? I've had enough of this weather.
There go my travel plans.
Did you read the news this morning? Quick, put away everything on the clothesline.
When is this rain going to stop?
Hydro Dragon, don't cry!
Aw.
They're planning to reanimate the monster. We have to report this to the Chief Justice.
Reanimate the monster.
The Fortress of Meripede.
Hey,
It's a
Risley.
good place for me.
Citrine at the back. Yeah. Oh. Also, it doesn't rain in the fortress. I guess that's a good thing for
so
Risley.
many answers. Neuvillette?
You
Hey,
could say he's the
Arlecchino.
real symbol of Fontaine's justice.
Watch him closely. He could be trouble.
I'm guessing the water is showing you all of this, huh?
How can two completely different species possibly coexist?
Who's been threatening Melusines? Show yourself!
Aw. It's still ridiculous that he expects people to just
You
put
will
up their
see
hand and
much in the
say,
human
"It is
world,
I."
From the delightful to the depressing.
Oh.
And one day, when you have dwelt among humanity long enough, you will be placed to bring judgment over all as a spokesperson for Fontaine's past.
Good morning, Monsieur Neuvillette! The rainy season's almost over! The skies are supposed to clear in a few days!
I hope you find time to enjoy the sunny days ahead.
Oh, I actually feel like crying. Oh. Yeah, you're not an outsider anymore, Neuvillette. Fontaine is your real home now. Oh. Oh man, I actually do feel like crying. No! Why is Neuvillette's story quest the one that gets to me? Oh. Hey! You guys, thanks for your help.
Is the matter resolved?
Yeah, where's Kiara, by the way?
We found the person who sent that threatening letter. Risley said he'd keep a close eye on him, so the Melusines should be safe now.
Yeah.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Sorry for dragging you all into this.
Well,
There's
they
no
didn't
need
really
to
drag.
apologize.
You didn't really drag them. They kind of volunteered.
Yeah, you didn't drag us in. We got involved of our own accord.
That's what I said.
By the way, where's Kiara?
Oh, is she getting a new outfit?
At the Palais Mermonia. More than 50 people offered to protect her.
Aw.
Some even hid within the bushes to look out for danger.
Do you mean like Charlotte?
I was worried that the excess of protection would make her feel uneasy. So I asked her to stay inside the Palais. It's very safe in there.
Yeah.
What a relief.
Well, now it looks like the dust has finally settled to celebrate
sorry.
this joyous occasion. Monsieur Neuvillette, would you be interested in an exclusive interview?
Gotta get that bag, huh, Charlotte? Honestly, I respect it. Get your interview. Get your interview, Charlotte.
I will consider it.
Yeah.
Really?
Of course. My schedule is full for the following weeks, but I should be available next month.
Well, a month away is still an interview. Good
Come
job,
up with
Charlotte.
questions during the intervening days, and I will answer them to the best of my ability.
Aw.
Yes! Thank you so much, Monsieur!
Now, if you'll excuse me, I must head back to the Palais and issue a communique to publicize our investigation results.
Okay.
I hope it will assuage the concerns of all.
Okay, got anything else to say?
Oh, an exclusive interview! Am I dreaming? What should I ask him?
Shouldn't you have come up with that already, Charlotte?
Don't let anything hold you back. Make the most of this opportunity and ask away.
Yeah.
I agree. He'll decline any question he can't answer anyway, so you might as well give all of them a shot.
Yeah. I'm glad that they all seem happy for Charlotte for getting her interview. I don't know, it just feels a lot more satisfying to run with taller characters. Knock knock, NEUVILLETTE. Oh, Kiara, hi. Are you sleeping? Hello? Oh, she's... Melusine sleep while standing up?
Kiara?
I guess... Does Paimon sleep while floating?
Monsieur NEUVILLETTE? Sorry, I accidentally fell asleep.
While standing up?
It's quite all right. I'm here to tell you that we have caught the sender of that threatening letter. You're safe now.
Thank you, Monsieur.
Ah.
And thank you too, Traveler and Big Sis Paimon.
Ah.
Everyone's been so nice to me, so I've always felt really safe.
Do you remember Domenico?
I'm glad that people were really nice to you.
He was the sender of that letter.
Domenico? Oh.
Let me think. I can't remember. My memory isn't that good, so I easily forget things.
Okay.
By the way, I saw Carol in my dreams just now.
Ah, that's right. You're Carol's friend, too.
Where's she gone, by the way? I haven't seen her in a long time.
How bad is your memory?
In my dream, she looked really happy. She held my hand and said, "Kiara, our dreams have finally come true."
Aww.
I can't remember what our dreams were anymore, and I don't know why. But I felt really happy too.
I can sense your joy. It is indeed a delightful moment.
It is. This is so heartwarming.
Monsieur
Aww.
NEUVILLETTE, are you happy too?
He is.
I almost forgot. Am I allowed to go out now? I promised to model for Alov.
Of course. Off you go.
See you next time, Monsieur. Traveler
Bye-bye.
and Big Sis Paimon.
Bye-bye, Kiara.
See you next time.
I hope you have pants next time I see you. And off she goes, skipping. Aww. I wonder if we'll ever get a part 2, because that was really nice. That was so cool. The reply note? Oh, wait, for personal reasons. Furina's reply. Personal reasons! Oh. So, she... I guess maybe Furina does come into his office and like remind him to, you know, take a break every once in a while. That's nice of her. Ah, so I guess Furina is also looking out for him in her own way. That's nice. NEUVILLETTE. Nothing else to say?
I really can't fathom what goes on in her head sometimes.
Nope, it's just about Furina. Okay. She's just looking out for you. She's looking out for her grandpa. Well, I guess that's all I can do today. It took a surprisingly long time, because like I was chatting as well. But, whew, wow, that came out of nowhere. Anyway, tomorrow we are doing Star Rail. Like I said, I want to go through as many character stuff while I still can. Before 4.2 and 1.5 are released, because after that I want to focus on just the main story quests. But until then, I will Actually, tomorrow I wonder whose story quests I'll do. Maybe I'll just pick one at random. Yeah, since we already did one on Herta Space Station before this and on Bellabog, I guess we could do one for the Lawful. Okay, yeah, so that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do one of the Lawful characters' story quests. Companion missions, I mean. And it just got dark. Anyway, bye-bye, Neuvillette. Bye-bye, everyone. I hope you have a good rest of your day. Have a good night's sleep. Sweet dreams and everything, depending on where and when you are. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Goodbye. Bye-bye. Thank you again for joining me. Bye.